Alaska. There's no place like it anywhere in the world. Mother Earth is still just a child here, yet ancient, timeless, unspoiled. The sheer beauty of the place will take your breath away. So the question is, do you really want to see everything the Great Land has to offer? Then take a cruise tour with us. We're Holland America Line, and we've been exploring this extraordinary wilderness for over 60 years. In those 6 decades, Holland America has learned what to show you and where. The Great Land is so vast and varied, it takes experience to create the very best cruises and cruise tours. Our people take special pride in fulfilling your personal dream of Alaska. Why? Because we share that dream. Before you decide on your perfect adventure, there's something you should know. It's this. It's beautiful to cruise Alaska's glacial shores, but to really know this great land, you need to journey into its vast heart. The North has been calling you all of your life. Let this be the year that you answer. Alaska. When you hear the name, what do you think of? Mount McKinley, bears, glaciers, the wilderness? All those natural wonders are here, and there are parts of this land brimming with them. The wildlife that shows itself one day may be gone the next. The mountain that's clouded over in the morning could be clear later that afternoon. So that's why, when you're planning your travels to the Great Land, the most important aspect to consider is time. Take your time to see the natural wonders of Alaska and the Yukon. Our cruise tours are designed to maximize your time in the best places. The only right way to see the Great Land is your way. So we include the most popular Alaskan attractions, but we can also take you far off the beaten path. Get away from the crowd. Make a connection with the untamed land. Think of it as your personal wilderness. But remember, Mother Nature is in charge. Did you see it? Your personal wilderness? From the sea to the summit, we give you all the choices you need to make your dreams come true. But how do you sort it all out? Let us show you one Holland America cruise tour that features the best of Alaska and the Yukon. So, what lies beyond the shores of Alaska? Let's start in the modern-day metropolis of Anchorage. Here you'll meet your tour director. It's important to know that Holland America Line features tour directors on most major cruise tours, and this one is no different. Your tour director will point out the city's contrast between skyscrapers and log cabin visitor centers. Now it's time to ride a train, but not just any train. The luxurious, award-winning McKinley Explorer, Holland America's private, fully domed rail cars. These are the world's largest passenger train cars, whisking you to one of the world's most beautiful places, Denali National Park and Preserve. It tops a list of the best places we've been talking about. It's big, the size of the state of Massachusetts. In fact, there's only one ribbon of road winding 90 miles to the park's center, and the pinnacle of our continent is here. At 20,320 feet, Mount McKinley is the tallest point in North America. Ancient Alaskans knew it as the Great One, and it's easy to see why. Add its sound anywhere in the north. Dall sheep, moose, mountain goats, wolves, caribou, and the master of the land, the grizzly bear. On almost any Holland America cruise tour you choose, you will come here. We think Denali is such an important place that on 18 itineraries we offer, you will spend an extra day here. We call it Double Denali. No one else offers as many itineraries that include 2 days at Denali National Park and the Tundra Wilderness Tour. Why? 2 days gives you time. Holland America guests tell us this opportunity is one they value and appreciate. From park ranger talks on the mountain itself, Denali National Park is right there, at the doorstep of your lodge. If there's one place in Alaska known for its abundance, it's Denali National Park. To protect this unique ecosystem, the Park Service strictly regulates access over the park road. Here's something you need to know. There are 2 ways to see the park: the Natural History Tour and the more complete Tundra Wilderness Tour. We feature the Tundra Wilderness Tour on most of our major itineraries. Why? It's simple. 71% more wildlife is spotted on this adventure than on the shorter Natural History Tour. Oh, and one more thing. If you're fortunate, your view of Mount McKinley will be unsurpassed. Where others stop and may only see the top half of North America's highest peak, we continue on to give you the chance to see the entire mountain. Your experience in Denali National Park might change your life. This afternoon, you'll reboard the McKinley Explorer bound for Fairbanks, the Golden Heart City. Born during frenzied gold rush days, Fairbanks is a fascinating blend of native and urban culture. Here, the midnight sun's feet lives one of the largest concentrations of wildlife to be put to bed, as your mother used to say, because tomorrow, well, you just might strike it rich. Hauled him to whitewater rafting, to flight seeing around America Line's Gold Dredge No. 8. Once the biggest digging operation around these parts. It's a National Historic Site exclusively reserved for our guests. Later, set off for wide-open views along the famed Alaska Highway aboard our exclusive Explorer coaches with soft leather seats, as much legroom as in domestic first-class air, and expert tour guides. They feature large LCD monitors, in-seat audio systems, and daily journals. But it's that legroom you're gonna love. And shines, so you'll be tempted to stay up and play. But remember, you'll overnight in Tok, the self-proclaimed dog-mushing capital of Alaska, where Alaskan Huskies easily outnumber the people. What's next? An unforgettable ride on the River of Gold. See it all aboard another Holland America exclusive, the Yukon Queen II, the only sightseeing vessel cruising on the Yukon River. There's an expression up here, coming into the country. That means that you've arrived in the heart of the great land. First Nations people have called this home for 10,000 years, sharing it with moose and quaking aspen. So where are we taking you? To the Yukon. It's a territory larger than the state of California. Yet, get this, less than 35,000 people live here. First stop, Dawson City, gateway to the Klondike Goldfields. You've stepped back in time to find unpaved streets, false front buildings, and broad wooden boardwalks. This is a town you'll fall in love with. Parks Canada's restoration of the historic structures will transport you back to the end of the 19th century and its final grand adventure, the Klondike Gold Rush. Or immerse yourself in the timeless wonder of Tombstone Park, Holland America's exclusive offering. This is a place of stunning vistas, ancient traditions, and unique geological features. Here, the continents have been on a collision course for eons. Grizzly bears wander the valleys foraging for berries, and over 100 species of birds nest in the subarctic tundra. Experience true wilderness, and be back in Dawson before dinner. And after dinner, diamond-toothed Gerties. Step right up for a game of chance with an historical twist. Delight in an old-fashioned can-can, once banned and embarrassed but alive and well in the Yukon. Next day, board your deluxe motor coach for a picturesque run down the Klondike Highway past Lake LaBarge. Roll into Whitehorse, the capital of the Yukon. And be sure to take in the Frantic Follies. It's one of the highest-rated, rip-roaringest musical reviews anywhere. What's next? Kluane National Park and Preserve. Venture off the beaten track. Be among the few who come and explore. Annually, Kluane gets only 1/6 of the people who visit Denali. Yet this wilderness is so significant. The United Nations recognizes Kluane as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This morning, a Yukon expert will share insights as you travel to the park. In this unique, immense region, you can count 5 of the 7 tallest mountains in North America and catch a glimpse of the Earth's largest non-polar ice field, sights few have ever seen. It's decision time. Holland America has arranged a wide variety of day options, from mild to wild. Have a naturalist be your personal guide through dramatic landscapes and thrilling adventures. Wander through alpine meadows, shoot the rapids of the untamed Tatsunshini River. Search for wildlife on a guided hike. It doesn't get better than this. Well, maybe it does. Because tomorrow, it's Skagway. All aboard the White Pass and Yukon Railroad. You'll follow the footsteps of the gold rush of '98 on a narrow-gauge railroad, an engineering miracle in its time. Your steam engine pulls you to scenic Lake Bennett. Here, a Parks Canada interpreter brings to life the struggle of 20,000 Klondikers who built boats to navigate the treacherous 500 miles down to Dawson City. Then back on the train, through the Rocky Mountains' most northerly pass, and you'll pull into the station at Skagway, home of the Klondike Gold Rush Historical Park. Prospectors and Chichaco greenhorns headed for the goldfields. Today, it's going to delight you. From boardwalks to false fronts, Skagway has been restored by the National Park Service to recall those rustic days gone by. And go ahead, shop. There are art galleries and boutiques galore. But for those so inclined, one of the greatest flight-seeing trips anywhere is based right here. You can view incredible Glacier Bay National Park from the air. An amazing journey. And now, it's time to cruise in Holland America Line style. We call it Signature of Excellence. Welcome aboard. Where does a world-class ship sail to? A world-class destination. Glacier Bay National Park. You'll glide up fjords of mirrored waters, cruise by ice walls of cerulean blue. Mammoth glaciers surround you, one after another. Holland America Line's 5-star ships visit Glacier Bay more often than any other cruise company. Why? Because we believe it's that important to you. A national park ranger is here to point out the wonders that lay before you. And for a different perspective, a native Huna speaker offers insight about the spiritual meanings of this ancient land. Throughout your visit to Glacier Bay, deck stewards are standing by with woolly blankets and a cup of hot chocolate. You'll find the perfect place along the uncrowded rail to pause and reflect. This afternoon, you leave Glacier Bay and glide along Alaska's Inside Passage. Tomorrow's port of call, Ketchikan, where options abound. Flight seeing through Misty Fjords National Monument. Or try your hand at sport fishing in the Alaska Salmon Capital. Tour Saxman Village, the center for Tlingit totem pole carving. Alaska travel guides bring the scenery to life on our Glacier Bay cruises. We've partnered with the Alaska Native Heritage Center to bring you experts on Alaskan glaciers, history, wildlife, native cultures, and ports of call, making your journey through the Inside Passage remarkable. Which brings us to your arrival in Vancouver, British Columbia. Sound wonderful? It is. But consider this, that was just one of the 29 cruise tours we recommend. At Holland America, we take pride in offering the widest selection of cruises and cruise tours of anyone exploring the Great Land to fulfill your dream. Not only with superior itineraries and custom options, but also by offering great value. When making your travel plans to Alaska, consider these critical points. 1. Holland America offers more Denali National Park. We offer more time at Denali National Park than any other major cruise tour company. 18 cruise tours include our Double Denali, featuring 2. Holland America offers more Glacier Bay, a Tundra Wilderness Tour, and an extra day at the park. We offer more itineraries featuring Glacier Bay National Park Holland America offers more comfort when you travel with our McKinley Explorer, the world's newest and largest domed rail cars, and our Explorer motor coaches, boasting more legroom. 4. The vast majority of our cruise tours offer a caring and knowledgeable tour director who can help you make the most of your grand adventure. 5. We offer you more personal wilderness. We are the only tour company to offer the stunning beauty and raucous history of the fabled Yukon Territory, including spectacular Kluane National Park and Tombstone Park. And 6. Our signature of excellence standard has raised the level of comfort and luxury aboard our award-winning ships to unprecedented heights. From stateroom to dining room to gracious, unobtrusive service, cruising with Holland America is in a league of its own. Has raised the level of comfort and luxury aboard our award-winning ships to unprecedented heights. From stateroom to dining room to gracious, unobtrusive service, cruising with Holland America is in a league of its own. Come find your own personal wilderness, the great land vacation you've always dreamed about. This is the year for you to experience the natural wonders of Alaska and the Yukon with Holland America Line.